Hello everyone, and welcome to the Melillo Library. I am Mrs. Yoakum, your librarian. Today, I will be showing you how to shelve your fiction books the proper way. Here at Melillo Library, you are responsible for shelving your books after you check them in every single time you return them. So let's get started, shall we? The first step in learning to shelve a book is learning how to read the spine label. This is the book that I'm going to be shelving today. It is called The Warden's Daughter by Jerry Spinelli. So I know that this is a fiction book. And how do I know that? Because I look on the spine label, and on the top line, the very first line of the spine label, it says the letter F. The F stands for fiction. That's all it stands for, nothing else. Doesn't mean it belongs in with the letter F in the fiction section. It just means this is a fiction book. So once I've decided what kind of book this is, the next thing I have to do is look at the second line of the spine label. For our book, it's for a fiction book, which includes our book, it's always the first three letters of the author's last name. And his last name is Spinelli. So our spine label says S-P-I. Okay. So now that I've just decided that this belongs in the fiction section in the letter S, I go to the library, go through the library shelves, and I find the green box in our fiction section that has the letter S on it. That's where we start. The next thing I do is I scan each book along the bottom of the book on the spine labels until I find another book that has S-P, the second letter of the author's last name. After I have found a book that says S-P, then I match up the third letter on the spine label, which is an I. So once I have located a book that has S-P-I on the spine label, then I put my book right there next to it. But in this case, we would try to match this book by Jerry Spinelli and put it next to another book by Jerry Spinelli. And in our library, we have lots of books by Jerry Spinelli. So that should be easy to do. We even have a second copy of The Warden's Daughter in case you want to read it. But if we don't have another book by that same author, just do the best we can, and we find the label that says S-P-I, and that actually will probably be good enough for another student to locate a book by Jerry Spinelli, because they will be looking for S-P-I on the library shelves. So if you take your time today and you shelve your book properly, it makes it easy for not only you to find your books on the shelf, but other students as well. So now it's time for you to give it a try. Today, your teacher will be dismissing you from your tables, one table at a time, to go check your books in, shelve your books properly, and then I want you to return back to your seat. Everyone will get a chance, every table will get a chance to turn in their books and shelve them. After the whole class is done today, then your teacher will dismiss you to go find your new library books and get them checked out as well. So I really want you to take your time today, really pay attention to the spine labels, and do a really good job of matching up those first three letters of the author's last name. Because today is the day you take responsibility for the library and the books that you check out. From now on, that will be your job every time you come into the library. Check your books in, shelve them in the right place before you check out any new books. So let's do a great job today. I'm counting on you, and so is everyone else. So next time you come in, we'll look at the other types of books that you check out in the library, the nonfiction books and the biographies, and how to shelve them properly. But in case you forget today how to shelve a fiction book, check the walls, because on our walls we have big white posters that say how to shelve a fiction book, how to shelve a nonfiction book, and how to shelve a biography. So Do a great job, Melillo Mustangs. You know I'm counting on you. Thanks.